never any hope for you, brother. Sit.
Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're watching some more The Originals. We're at season 3 episode 15 and this one is titled An Old Friend Calls. Okay, another old friend? Someone other than Stefan? Caroline is gonna call him? I don't know. Let's just get into it.
You collect trophies from all your victims?
Letters to their loved ones, to be specific.
It was a phase. We all saw the White Oak destroyed. Plus, this city was crawling with vampires, all of whom had no choice but to shield me from potential foes. Were I to die, they would die too. I couldn't have been more safe. Now my sire link is undone. Those very foes will come for me.
Jamie!
Keep your hands up.
Up. I'm at least a foot taller than Aurora. Not that that'll stop her from kicking my ass. I figured he'd rip her head off. He didn't.
So are you scared that she's gonna come for you, or that there's a reason that Klaus didn't kill her?
You've been asleep for 3 days.
Generating from ash takes a lot out, and then you have no idea how badly I want to kiss you right now.
You were a witch.
The spell you used brought me back as I was when I died in this body.
Oh.
Cole, I've heard the stories. When you were a vampire, you were
A psychotic maniac. But I didn't have you.
But
And you're worth being good for. I promise you can trust
okay,
me.
Damon 2.0.
I need you to put a ring on this finger. A family reunion is in order.
Cole, about your family. I'm pretty sure Klaus wants me dead.
I can't be your therapist anymore.
Are you afraid vampirism makes you less astute? Because honestly,
I can't counsel you to let go of your paranoia when I have issues of my own. You left her alive. She compelled me to slit my throat and you let her live.
in unending torment. Camille, you are the reason I will not grant her the mercy of a quick death. She has to suffer for what she stole from you.
I think you're more concerned about what she stole from you.
I get both. Like why he wouldn't grant her like a quick death, but also if you're Camille, like eventually if she's still alive it means that she can come back somehow. Someone somewhere can do something. Oh no, he's one that he turned.
It was him. It was Gaspar Cortez.
I assume this is someone from your box of letters.
Thank you. See to it my friends are taken care of, will you? He's a cunning deviant known to compel hordes of the helpless to aid him with his task. Devils of all kinds crawling out of their crevices to strike at me. Speaking of which, rather foolish of you to come here alone.
Go!
She didn't come alone, brother.
Hey! Can we hug or too soon? Hug him. Come on. Oh. Oh. Oh, Davina's worried. Nice to meet you, Freya.
And you.
Freya.
Right. Long lost older sister. Dust off that fancy dress. Because tonight we're going dancing.
Okay.
Oh, she's worried that he's gonna get sucked into the family and not be loyal to her.
Here. I compelled the housekeeper.
Next time a blood bag will be fine. I'm meant to be off the fresh stuff.
Attempting to be a better man for your girlfriend.
Oh, I'd rather be with that girlfriend But since your enemies have returned seeking vengeance, I suppose they ought to be murdered. So remind me, who was this Cortez?
His family decimated Balaga.
Oh, Malaga. That place was hideous.
Thank you, Cole. No taste. Either of you.
All right, calm down.
Either of you.
I know exactly how to find your enemies.
I knew you'd be difficult. That's why I compelled these men to murder their fellow patrons. You can see how this could become a bloodbath, yes? I'm looking for something that was lost in this city, and I bet your witch ancestors know where it is. Since you're the regent, you're gonna ask them to find it for me.
Mixing the ashes of these letters with your blood, Nick, will show us where your enemies are.
He still has his knowledge of being a witch, so that's pretty cool. They're all around the world.
Your greatest hits, Klaus.
You're a vampire. Well, maybe I can't compel you, but I have other ways to make you do what I want. Those men don't want to kill their friends. If you behave, they won't have to.
They are not going to help you.
Ask them again. This time I strongly suggest you don't take no for an answer.
Wolf bites.
Wolf bites.
They were tortured and then torn apart. Elijah, Jackson was killed just around the corner from here.
Was it
The Strix
Haley?
are still going to want the head of whoever did this.
Haley and the Crescent? It is.
Haley!
What do you think you're doing?
Cortez! Welcome to New Orleans. Long time no see. You've come all this way, you must be tired. Please, allow me the courtesy of putting you to rest.
Klaus,
You can wait for us all to learn the whereabouts of the White Oak. The choice is yours. Either way, I win.
Klaus.
No!
No. Baby, okay, just drink this.
It won't help.
Come on.
He's already dead.
Camille!
This is a list of all the Strix who took down me and my husband. The ones responsible for his execution, which I was forced to watch.
The Strix will consider this as an act of war, Haley. Now, I beseech you to think of your daughter.
I'm sorry if that inconveniences you.
So before I end you, I just have one teensy little question. How did you know about the White Oak?
Started as a rumor on a private message board. Now I've confirmed the truth for everyone. So go ahead, kill me, but I will die filled with joy. Your sire, they're coming, Klaus.
It never stops. Never.
They will destroy everything you love. You will get the retribution you deserve.
Oh.
As you well know, Klaus, there is another way.
Dagger him? Put him away?
You're going to run.
Run?
Gaspar Cortez from Klaus's line.
We crossed them once, during the early days of the Sire Line War. Clearly, the truce between the two lines has come to an end.
Unfortunately, before I got to him, there were a few more Strix casualties.
Okay, they're pinning it on him.
You should know Rebecca kept her promise to fight for you. before the curse. I suppose we're all lucky Davina never gave up on you.
She did right by me, didn't she?
He's gonna do right by
And I
her.
have to do right by her. You mind if I write this spell down?
This morning you said that Aurora stole something from me. You were right.
Oh, you're lying.
Everything okay with your family?
Of course not.
Glad to meet you.
Of course
Desperately.
not.
I prefer to be here with you.
Oh, I'm happy for her. He killed them all for her.
He died because of me. So, out of respect for him, I have to let you go.
Well, that seems like the right thing to do.
Like I said, I wasn't that invested in their romance anymore, but still sad, I guess.
If history's taught us anything, Aurora will be back. She'll get out,
Yeah.
and she'll come for me. And when she does, I can't be wondering who Klaus loves or doesn't love. I can't be worried about whether he's going to protect me or kill her.
Oh no. Where's he going? Oh. Oh. One last bullet. Oh.
There was never any hope for you, brother. Finn.
Finn's kind of cute. But what the fuck is he doing there? How did he get there? I was gonna say maybe the spell that Davina did, it was like maybe not targeted precisely at Cole, but it was his ashes. Who brought Finn back? Because I was like, maybe Davina, the spell, it just brought like the Michelson's brothers back from the dead as like the originals, what they once were. But what the hell? I'm lost. Okay, I'm gonna talk about Cammy because I feel like it clicked in my mind in her last scene, like the reason why she told Klaus what she did. I think she was lying. She still has feelings for him, but it's about the Aurora thing, and it got like confirmed, like as her suspicions that there's more to it, that he didn't kill her, like there's more to that, because in that situation in the bar, she was like, oh, I get it, killing like 3 people dead to save 30. Well, it's the same thing, like why not kill Aurora, because it would save me and probably other people, because Aurora would kill again, like we saw her kill innocent people. So yeah, I get it. Like I understand why she would want to take care of herself and watch out for herself instead of being like, oh, but Klaus, you should protect me. She's like, well, obviously he's not going to, so I have to take care of myself. So it kind of clicked when she was talking to Vincent, and I was like, oh, okay, that's why she was acting that way, because I just didn't believe her. But also another thing with Cammy is that I feel like now she's like regular Cammy. She's not even changed a little bit, you know? Because she went from being super reckless, super like traumatized by having to slit her own throat and being a vampire and having to like get used to it, but now she's just back at being human Cammy. She's like, oh, that part of me was human and it's not there anymore. Well, you're acting exactly like you would as a human, but that was before I realized that her reaction in the bar was more like, oh, so you just killed them to protect people you don't know? Because you think that's what I would want you to do, to like save innocent people, but you can't even kill that girl to save me. So I get why she would be suspicious and be like, okay, so there's more to it. But also, Klaus is, to him, I guess, dying is like, it's too merciful for Aurora and what she did. But it's because he's lived thousands of years. Like, they don't have the same experience. Like, I don't know how old Cammy is. She's probably like 30 years old, let's say. Let's say she's 30. So this 30-year-old woman has a different perspective than this 1,000-year-old vampire here. He's been doing it and he can't fucking die. So maybe to him, death does not sound like the most horrible thing to ever be, you know? He probably wishes sometimes that he could die. Well, obviously not right now because he's trying to get away from people that want to kill him. But it's because he has his daughter, he has his family, his brother's back, he had Cammy. So like he had a lot going on, so of course he's not going to want to die, but he probably already like contemplated the idea of like, you know what, I've been here a long time, I could probably die. Like, I'm sick of this. I feel like to him, dying is not the worst thing to happen to someone. It would almost be like a relief. So maybe that's why he sees it differently and he's like, well, I'm not gonna give her the sweet release of death. That's not a punishment. Like, cause to her, it like a few seconds and she's dead. Like, she needs to suffer and pay for what she did, being alive and suffering through it, just like they did with Tristan, that he's like fucking drowning over and over again. Like, they're not gonna give them the satisfaction of just dying and not suffering anymore. So I think that's his way of seeing things. But to Cammy, it's like, she used to be human and the ultimate thing to be afraid of when you're human is death. That's the way I see it. And then we have Cole, who seemed to be doing really good. Like, even he said, oh, I should probably stick to the bags because I don't want to be on the fresh stuff because that's gonna send me like off the deep end. And even Davina was like, well, you used to be a psychotic vampire, kind of crazy. And he was like, yeah, I know, but I changed. And I think the thing is, I think he really wants to be doing good. Like, he wants to not feed on people, but he hasn't been a vampire for a long time. You know, even last time he was alive, he was a witch, so he didn't have to deal with like the bloodlust. And Finn showed up and he's like, oh, I don't know why he's here. How has it something to do with the necklace, like that he was trapped in? Like, who did that? Did someone do something with the necklace? I can't seem to remember. But anyways, last we have Klaus and Haley going away. And I love that they're leaving together with hope. It's a big upgrade from season 2 when they were like, there was this big conflict between like, oh, how should we protect her? No, I can protect her better than you, this and that. I'm going to take the kid. No, I'm going to take the kid. So now they're leaving together. And mostly because, like, it's really sad because Haley was like, I have nothing left here for me. Like, Jackson's dead. Elijah, I let him go. And I get that. And I mentioned it before that I'm not too into, like, Elijah and Haley anymore. I don't really care. But they seem to care. So I guess it's kind of sad, like, to see how, like, she's just been through a lot. And, yeah, are we going to skip ahead 3 years? Also in the originals, because it would like follow the timeline of Vampire Diaries, because what if we're like 3 years in the future in Vampire Diaries, but we're still 3 years behind in the originals? Because we know that Caroline's going to show up 3 years from now, and they're going to be like, Klaus, we haven't seen him in 3 years. So that'll be interesting. But this episode was really good. I also think that Aurora is going to come back eventually. And I hope Cammie's going to be the one to kill her. So that was season 3, episode 15, An Old Friend Calls. It was Gaspar Cortez. It was pretty scary, but he's dead, so. Others are coming. Things are going to get freaking crazy. And I can't wait to see it all unfold. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you for the next episode. Thank you so much for watching.